seen what deregulation does in the airline industry, in the trucking industry, in the telephone industry, and now in the financial industry. The one industry that they don't want to deregulate is the one industry that they should, and that's unions. They should do away with the Railway Labor Act because it doesn't make sense. They should do away with the National Labor Relations Act because that doesn't make sense. The Employee Free Choice Act for all people in this country. They are going to make the union people who work for Northwest Airlines move over to Delta Airlines, and then having an election where the Delta management will say, just don't vote. Just don't vote. How is that democracy? Because under the Railway Labor Act, if they don't vote, it's a no vote. Well, we cannot allow that. We cannot allow that. We must stand together, every union, not just CWA, not just the IAM, not just the Teamsters, but every union in this country must stand together to make sure that this merger doesn't happen, and if it does happen, that you retain your union rights. So brothers and sisters, CWA, at least in District 1, 180,000 members strong, I vow to you that we will stand with you, shoulder to shoulder, and we will defeat Northwest, we will defeat Delta, and we will defeat the Republican Army. Thank you. CWA.
Good morning, sisters and brothers. I hope that the shareholders keep in mind that this is the next step in a process that has destroyed one of the best industries in this country. They have taken, through deregulation, merger, phony bankruptcy, aggressive anti-union behavior, they have destroyed one of the best run, most efficient industries the world has ever seen. But for workers, this process has amounted to wholesale theft, a theft of our standards, a theft of our wages, a theft of our benefits, a theft of our pensions. We need these shareholders today to think differently. They've got to understand the cost of assaulting human capital. They destroy lives by what they're doing. We have spent the better part of a century and a half taking work that was insecure, dangerous, and dirty, and building a middle class off of that through organized labor. We are one of the great institutions of American democracy. We have put the cornerstones under what this country could be, and they are systematically destroying it through theft and greed. It's unacceptable. The Central Labor Council in New York City is very aware of the fact that we are the largest union city in the United States. We are going to stand with you. The line in the sand is drawn here. We are going to fight. Today at 12 o'clock, we're going down to Wall Street, and we're going to demand that they begin to turn this country around. Justice for workers, power for unions, fairness to everybody that drags their ass out of bed and goes to work. We're not carrying the rich around anymore. We want our fair share. We want justice. Stop the theft.
My name is Joshua Zivic. I'm local council president for Council 91 New York City for AMA-CWA. Today the shareholders are voting on whether to agree to the merger of Northwest and Delta. Northwest is predominantly all union. We have a closed shop, which means unless you are a member of the union, you cannot work here. Delta is minority unionized, only the pilots and meteorology. We're here today to let them know that Northwest employees made Northwest what it is today. We are unionized. In the new global airline, which will be the largest in the world, we will not allow them to take away our voice at the table. Every CEO comes to the table with a contract, and so will we.
Exactly. And tell me a little more about how this affects all of America, not just the airline industry in itself. And we're right outside the global initiative. You guys, like you mentioned, it's a global thing. And the setting is perfect, and you guys just happen to be having a shareholder meeting here today, right?
That is correct. Basically, in America, they are looking to outsource jobs in every industry. The auto workers are not as strong as they used to be. Their jobs are all going overseas. Every industry is under attack by corporate America, by the Republicans, and it's time for the workers and the working middle class to take America back. Workers in America deserve jobs, health care, and protection. And we do make great products, and everything needs to be returned back so that the economy can be healthy and strong.
Did you know that the American flag is printed in China as well? You know that?
I did not.
No, if you look on the back of some of them, it's printed in China. Not that there's wrong with Chinese-made products, but the American flag, that's the most sacred thing of our own country, and every country, I believe, should print up their own flag.
Not only should it be made in the United States, but it should be made by a labor or unionized organization.
Well said. And
my name is Rhonda Taylor. I am a Northwest Airlines flight attendant, currently working as communication chair for the Master Executive Council under AFA and CWA.
And how does this affect all the airline workers? I mean, what are you hearing from some of your colleagues? How do they feel about it?
I hope people are aware this is an unprecedented time in our industry and in this nation. Once the merger goes through, if and when it goes through, we will be the largest airline in the United States. So not only do we should have a right to have collective bargaining, but we also will set the precedence for the rest of our industry, as well as the workers of this country.
Well, from my opinion, I'm willing to pay for food on flights and whatever they need to cut to keep the airlines running, so long as the workers are taken care of. I mean, that should be the bottom line. I mean, little things like the pack between us really doesn't matter much. We still need to travel to destination, and you guys are what make it happen. We definitely salute you guys for doing this today, coming out.
And thank you for talking to us. And we just want to remind everybody, in this industry, we do have the Labor Railway Act that does give us a right to freely organize and get collective bargaining on our side.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, we appreciate your time.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.